Привет из Сингапура. С вами передача «Голубь мира», где разбираем крутые навыки. Спрашиваем на английском, отвечаем на русском. Подтягивайте язык или смотрите перевод в тайм-кодах. Let's talk about environment and let's start with the definition.
Usually in English, environment used for something about ecology, but in our context, we are talking about people who surround you. There are a lot of them, like family, maybe friends and neighbors, your colleagues, and unknown people who lived close to you, or even strangers who are traveling and visiting your country or your city or your area, and you are very dependent on them. For example, even several hours before, I was talking with my friend who are living very close to me, but we have not seen each other for maybe several months. And he was greeting me with my birthday, and he was saying it was a nice time when we are meeting because of the job. And he think that he became even small dump because all of these online meetings are not real. When you talk person to person and you see the face, you look into the eyes, you could drink the same tea or coffee. The talks are longer, much more efficient, and so on. And I was thinking, is it true or not? Maybe yes, because when we talk to each other, we are like mirages, we are like voices, or maybe some kind of postcards, so there are no personal touch. I want to grab you by the shoulder and maybe to say something, but online meeting makes it very official. No smiling, no joking, and so on, maybe even no easy kind of bullying, and so on. So when you have real people which surround you, you could understand how much person involved in your life. Who greeting you when you enter, for example, in your condo? Who will smile when you comes to the nearest shop? Who will sit close to you on the bench when you are going to the church?
And I think we actually covered some of the fundamentals of the environment. So hence, I probably will proceed with something else. So if we imagine that there is a space of the people that you're surrounded by, and in order to navigate it efficiently, and again, like efficiency also could be defined for a single person in a different ways, or maybe for a group of the people. So in order to do this efficiently, in order to be able to go to a different levels or the verticals, or maybe wear different hats, or use a different tones with the people. So what kind of levels of mastery, or let's say like level of navigation or awareness, the one should possess in order to be a good and efficient communicator with their environment, or be a good member of the society or the group?
I will gladly answer the questions, and I'm happy that you ask me. You should understand that the life is not around you. You should put some persons in the kernel. For example, your mother, your father, your wife, or suppose to the cycle, and understand this is like a zero, like a ground zero. And then you should step aside, and you should understand that this is an area which you should protect. You will give attention, you will give money, you will give protection, but you stand not in the same when you are a strong person. Then you will see some peoples which are contacting you very often, maybe your neighbors, maybe your driver, maybe your courier, maybe your householder, or some other people. You have a very long relations. Day by day you talk, you give an orders, or you will receive the orders. Then there are some colleagues which are accessible during work hours. There are some friends which could come when you have, for example, some holidays, some celebration, but also they could ask for help suddenly when you are not prepared for it. And there are a lot of people who live and don't give many attention to you, but in case maybe you will help to someone when he or she need medical assistance, or maybe there are some car incident or traffic jam.
And when it comes to things that we might be doing in a better way, or there are some grief mistakes that they make. So how to be aware of all of them, and probably they might be applied for a different environment in a different ways, but how to know like what is the list or what is the framework that we should follow in order to make our steps very carefully.
There is a very nice way to write a scheme. For example, you should understand that you have one special place you call home. Sometimes it's maybe a hostel or maybe hotel, but you're staying and you want to have a rest. You don't want to put mask on your face. You don't put some very strict apparel. Then you will have several another places. For example, place to work. It could be office, it could be co-working, it could be even another room in your flat or in the hotel, maybe business center. Third place where you have a rest. Maybe this is your lovely cafe, your lovely restaurant, sushi bar, and so on. And this place you are going to socialize, to drink beer, to sit for the people, to look into the windows. And there are another spots, and you will understand how many of them, if you will try to put, you just start and you will found that there are a lot of people which you contact, for example, once a year when you have notation that there is a birthday of Oleg Bragинский, and you're thinking, oh, come on, this is time when I try to say good words. Just opposite, you will receive phone from me when I will see the same. So you have a lot of connections, some of them very short, and you look for the people's eyes, for example, each day. Some of them much longer, for example, your mechanic for repairing your car, like twice per year, or maybe your doctor, and some of them very long. Maybe you haven't seen someone with the same class from your school for years or even for decades.
And there probably might be some sort of like either hidden environments or maybe something that was not uncovered, or some environments that, let's say, we desire to be in. So how to, let's say, penetrate or like a gently integrate, or maybe like make them come to you so that you will be part, like a rightful member of this like society group or the orbit of people.
As it comes more often and often, I will steal your phrase to gently to integrate. For example, you're going to fitness. For example, you're going to some sport club like endurance motor races and so on. First, you should look and come like a stranger. You are not trying to integrate. You just look around. Then you should understand what makes these people looking the same. Maybe these clothes, maybe some kind of walking, maybe some habits, maybe some words, and you will try to imitate. And don't try to speak with people saying, come on, I am Maxim, let's talk, let's chat, let's do something. You are not trusty yet, so should be a time. There is a small principle which comes from marketing. If you hear something for the seventh time, you will believe it. So use like 7 or 10 visits to this society just to look, just to show, just to smile. And suddenly, after 7th or 10th times, you will find that someone will give you a sign by hand. Someone will shake your hand. Someone will say, come on, let me introduce you to some other important person in this area.
And when it comes to the auditing of the environment or the surroundings, what should be the mindset and approach for different types of the items in the list?
There is small exercise which we use in networking skills in School of Troubleshooters. We name fingers. First, it's our base. You should look in your phone and found like, I don't know, 10 or 20 people which are your base, ace of base. You will call them if you have problem. You will call if there's some needs in your life. And also another fingers, but last of them, it's called like ballast. And you will think, these people just ask me. They always trying to slow me down. They want money, they want attention, but they give me no impact for my life. So you're trying to lose these people, maybe even block in your phone book or even in messengers.
Last question will be how knowing about the environment or surroundings could help to make this world a better place.
I don't know how to say it correctly, but there is a saying in Russian language like ill environment. Some people gives you like I don't know, rust, ржавчина, rust
Rust.
gives you like rust. If you are metallic, if you are strong, you can do a lot of things. But some of them, of these people, will give you not the strength, but they will give you weakness. For example, Maxim, you are looking not well. You should cut your hairs in another way. Why you putting this black shirt? You could use white one. Why you talking like Singaporean accent and Asian president pronunciation? You should talk like we talk in USA. And you think, okay, guys, if you don't like me so much, and if you give me so many questions, maybe we should be divorced.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to be apart, like when you realize that it's not the ROI is not really there. А мы рассмотрели навык окружения и чем он полезен именно вам, всем мира.